Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to wash all these brushes and beauty blenders. Make sure they're nice and clean. We'll need the Zote soap, which is a laundry soap, and a bucket for the beauty blenders. So what I like to start off doing is I like to give the beauty blender a little bit of water and then scrub them against the Zote or Zote soap. Not sure how you say that. And I basically just rub it against the bar, scrub it really good. Then I take it between my hands and I rub it some more. Don't go easy on the beauty blender. These can hold a lot of bacteria, dirt, makeup, etc. So just make sure you give it a really good sudsy clean. When rinsing it, just make sure that you get all of the extra soap out of the beauty blender, because if not, it will not apply makeup correctly, and it does feel a little, not so much stiff, but stiff when you try to use it for the makeup. So here I have about 5 beauty blenders that I needed to clean, get all the makeup out. As you can see, this Zote or Zote soap is doing a really great job with removing all of the makeup out of the actual sponges. Since these haven't been washed in a while, I'm ashamed to say, I just wanted to make sure that it gave the best clean and the best disinfectant that we possibly can, since I have sensitive skin. And if you don't clean your brushes and beauty blenders regularly, it can add bacteria to the skin and actually cause acne, breakouts, cystic acne, etc. So always make sure that you're at least washing your brushes and your sponge every couple of uses. I basically like to wash mine after every use, so that's why I had so many to wash, because I just threw it in a bin and just kept it moving. So yeah, we can see that this soap is doing a really good job. After I'm done washing them all, I do take some Dawn. I place the beauty blenders in some hot water, and then I proceed to microwave the hot water and beauty blenders for about 1 minute. This will just make sure that it is disinfected. While that is in the microwave, I do move on and start to wash the brushes. When the beauty blenders are in the microwave, after it has stopped while washing the other brushes, I go ahead and let it sit in there to cool down a little bit, so you don't burn your hands when you're trying to re-rinse the actual beauty blenders. So here I'm just taking my foundation brushes. I make sure to rub it back and forth. In between, I like to rinse it just to make sure that the makeup is coming off. So I'll just keep on going back and forth until the actual water runs clear. So that means there's no makeup on the brush, no makeup going down the drain. I do it on lukewarm water, not too hot, not too cold, because if you do too hot, it can loosen up the glue on the brushes and further damage the brushes. After I wash the brush, I make sure I give it a really good wring to make sure all the excess water is out of the brush. That way it doesn't loosen the glue and it doesn't damage the brush. After you wash the brush, you want to make sure that you lay it flat. That way the water doesn't sit on the glue and damage the brush. And then I do, after an hour, once I'm done washing the brushes, rotate them, give them a little rub on the towel just to make sure all that water is coming out. Soap and water can loosen the bristles on there, so if you see a little shedding, that's okay, just as long as you don't see a lot of clumping coming out of the brush. This soap does smell really good, so it's going to leave a very clean scent with this brush. I did rinse it off to get as much as the scent off. As you can see with this foundation brush, it was very dirty. I don't know if it was foundation or bronzer or what, but I just gave it a couple swirls on the bar of soap and it literally came out. This is one of the best bars that I have used. And again, this is a laundry soap, so it really worked to get out all of the actual foundation. So I was very happy about that, because typically when I use like Dawn or like Dove soap or something on the brushes, it doesn't seem to get all of the makeup out, and that's what I really need. And that basically just keeps it cleaner, keeps your skin more clear and less bacterial. And yeah, so just keep rubbing it back and forth until you see all of the water run clear, because you want to make sure that these brushes are good. Sometimes when they're a little too much makeup on it, I do go ahead and rub it a little bit with my hands just to get in between the bristles to make sure that everything is lifted off of there, so there's no hidden bacteria or hidden germs or whatever that can damage your skin. I can do a couple of brushes at one time since this bar of soap is really big. Doesn't really affect it. All I do is rinse off the bar every couple of swipes just to see the makeup remove off of it, so it shows a clean bar. So we're just going to put this in fast forward. So you can just see with these brushes, I just run it in a circular motion through this bar, and it basically just keeps on running down the sink. And with these blending brushes for the eye, you can do multiple at one time. I don't use them more than once, so they weren't really dirty, but they did need to be cleaned so that colors aren't mixing and matching and looking different when I do my makeup. Now we're going to take the beauty blenders out of the microwave. They have cooled down for maybe about 15 minutes. And I basically just take them and empty out the dirty water in the sink. And then I just run each beauty blender through cold water. That ensures that all the bacteria and all the soap is out of it. So you just want to rinse it, give it a good squeeze a couple of times per beauty blender, and this will make sure that you get all the soap out and you have the cleanest beauty blender that you possibly could have. And then check this out. This beauty blender was like brown when I first started washing them, and now they are all back to their original color. It got them all out. I do recommend changing out your beauty blenders at least once, 1 to 2 months, depending on how sensitive your skin is, just to make sure that you're not causing any acne. And then these are the brushes. After they're clean, I just lay them basically on a towel. Again, I'll rub them against the towel to dry them off, as well as let them sit there and air dry. And then I'll put them away later. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya.